Guys, have you ever seen this label on some of your dental products? Have you ever wondered what it stands for and how important it is to have on your product? Okay, so first of all, the ADA stands for the American Dental Association. It's basically a club for dentists. The way you get into this club is you have to be a dentist and you pay money. There's an annual fee of around $500, a little bit more if you're an established dentist and a little bit less if you've recently graduated or you're retired. What the ADA does is it's basically an organization that deals with all sorts of dental politics. They do things like set up regulations and pass it on into government to establish as actual laws, just a bunch of dental politics. One of the other things that they have is this program called the ADA Seal of Acceptance program. What this program is it helps to establish kind of a higher standard of quality for products. So any company out there that wants to create an oral healthcare product can do so, once they follow all the FDA guidelines and whatever other guidelines they need to follow in their jurisdiction or whatever. But they can also go to the ADA if they're in the United States and give their product to the ADA and say, hey guys, I have this product, can you please check it out and put your seal of acceptance on it? So what the ADA seal of acceptance means is the product is safe to use for its intended purpose. So if you have a toothbrush and you gouge your eyeball with it, that doesn't mean it's not safe to use on your teeth. You're just using it incorrectly. So if it's used correctly, it's safe to use on your teeth, and it does everything that it claims to do. So if there's a toothbrush that says, we're gonna pay your bills, and I don't even know. But the ADA is like, no, it ain't. It's not gonna pay your bills. Like, it's gonna clean your teeth, but anyway, you get the idea. So yeah, those are the two things that the ADA Seal of Acceptance signifies, is the product is safe to use when it's used for its intended purposes, and that it does what it claims to do in its advertising or on the label, etc. The other thing too is you have to pay kind of a hefty chunk of change to get the ADA seal. I did some research and I found that back in 2016, the cost was around $14,000. It's 2022 now. Prices have changed. I'm assuming it's gone up from there. But then you also have to pay several $1,000s every year or every 5 years just to keep that seal of acceptance on your product. So long story short, it's kind of a chunk of change, and if you're a small company, it might not be in your budget. So how important is it? The truth is, it's quite a tricky process and it can take a long time, and some companies honestly don't have that in their budget. But that doesn't mean necessarily that they're a bad product. Honestly, I've used some dental products that have the ADA seal and they're not that great. And I've used products that don't have the ADA seal and they're amazing. So just because a product is safe to use in your mouth and it does what it claims to do, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best product out there. So overall, I wouldn't make the ADA seal of acceptance like the end-all, be-all determining factor of whether or not you should get a certain dental product. Sure, there's a certain higher standard of quality that the ADA seal kind of represents, but at the same time, you have to remember that a product still has to go through a lot of other testing and qualify through like the FDA or whatever other regulations are in place by the government before they let people consume their product. So it has to be generally safe for consumption and all the things. I just find that it sucks that there's some companies that are small or whatever can't afford to go through these processes, and then they somehow seem to be less than other big companies that can afford all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's my spiel. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of your teeth.